Hopefully this isn't a long video, but I got fifth place. I got fifth place playing with Primite Blue Eyes in a whole different way. And I was gonna give a shout out to Hey I'm Patty Master Duel. Cause I had the idea of mixing Horus with the Primite stuff, and then I looked on online to see if on YouTube if there was anything, and this was the only video. Also a shout out to, because I believe in giving credit where credit is due, Lunar Dawn. I don't know these people at all, but they sparked ideas, and I went and I took my idea to the tournament, and I got fifth place. But this is Primite Blue Eyes, but I am waiting for cards to come in the mail to play Horus Primite. I have video. I did another video I put online, but this is my fifth place, and just gonna talk Primite stuff afterwards. But they put me on Transcendisaurus, which you can make off of the Primite stuff by themselves, and then it has so much potential that nobody's playing with it other than the one negate, when you can do so much more. And I got fifth place because I basically did it to myself towards the end and misplayed hard, but you know, still getting fifth place is not bad, and I'm gonna get more experience and everything with the duel. So we're just gonna jump into the video. I'll do the Primite stuff last, so that way I can show the potential and everything with it. But one Chaos, three Blue Eyes, since we're running Kaiba Man, and once you have the Primite stuff set up first, Kaiba Man will come through and you can go full combo off of Primite and Blue Eyes if you draw into Kaiba Man, or you go off of wishes going into Kaiba Man. I'll show you. One Sage, because I decided to play one Sage. You don't have to do nothing I'm doing, but if I'm using the Primate as the normal summon and I want Kaiba Man as the second normal summon, this is good as a one starter if I need, or if I draw this or wishes it's needed to go into full combo, where I would summon this. I'll just show the combo at the end. Wishes, three Maiden, my bad. One Kaiba Man, one Effect Veiler since it's searchable, three Wishes, one Ultimate, one Roar, one Mausoleum, one True Light, one Majesty Ruler. You know the card. You see it. That's it for the Blue Eye stuff. I wanted to leave it to the Magia stuff, so that's the focus of it. Three Imperms, two Purge, and one Call By for non-engine anything. And this was to play around Dragon's Maid and all these other cards that once you activate a monster effect, they can go plus off of it. If I just activate traps that are actual hand traps, they couldn't play, or they couldn't have a high enough ceiling, and then with the Primite stuff I can just go off from there, which worked perfectly. For the Primite stuff, I am playing three Barrel, three Load, two Drill Beam, because if you reset one, you can search out another one, make it live, and you can use the discard and reset anyways. One Primite Fusion. This is great against Yummy. I'm actually playing two Scream, because there's so many duels. I open up Lordy Load and Primite Fusion, and the monster. So then I can use the monsters to set the trap, since it's not going to be live anyways. And then use the spell card to search Drill Beam, and Drill Beam will be live. And if not, I can set both, and I'll have two banishing negates. Well, this negates this, anything. and this will negate their summon or special summon a monster, which happen often because most decks special summon. After their special summon, it negates, and it says monsters with the S, so it will negate everything and banish everything. To add to this, and now I have people saying that's not a Blue Eyes card, it's a weird looking Blue Eyes, but I know they were being funny, but they're also my homies. So it was like Dragon Core Helix, which is a level 8 vanilla tuner, which you can use with the Primite to make it level 12, which is the dinosaur card. Also, it's a dragon, so you can go into Heavenly Spheres if you want. Also another dragon, and a level 6. I use this to go into a different synchro, and it's also a vanilla, and it's also a dragon. There's so much potential there. The last vanilla I was using was Gemini Elf, because if I'm just seeing the Primite, the Lordy Load stuff, like the spell card, because they went so hard to get rid of my monster and stop the monster from recurring and everything, so like going off of just the spell card, I can bring this out, and there's times it helped me win with Blue Eyes. And not only that, it's a spellcaster, so you can send this to the grave. I mean, link it away for the level 1 dragon. Not in the same turn that you did it, but there's something I did towards the end, I'll show it, and it just helps add to the Lordy Load, powering up vanilla and the barrel. So it's like it gets you get 300 for each vanilla card in your graveyard, powering them up, and if you have 2, that's 600 for each of them. And there's one duel I just powered up the Blue Eyes, 2 Blue Eyes I had, by just making sure I dumped the vanilla and going for game from there with just 2 vanilla Blue Eyes that were like, one was 4,200 and the other was 5,000 off of just a spell card, just pumping out vanillas to the graveyard. Also terraforming and secret village, and again, if I can open up either one, and let's say I did set both, I can use the spell card to then bring out the spellcaster Gemini Elf, and since it's spellcaster, I'll play secret village, locking them into that they can play spells basically. And there's a bunch of duels I just got free wins off of that, and then you can just go from there. But it's like it has so much potential, and there's also a level 4 vanilla tuner, so it's like even off of this you can tune for a level 10, level 12. The level 4 tuner you can tune obviously for 8 with the barrel off of the Primite stuff by themselves. You can exceed, you can link, you can fusion. The deck has so much potential in so many other ways that people are just using one card to just get a 1 negate and that's it, but you're not doing anything else where it's meant for so much more. And then people are like, oh, you're really playing a vanilla deck. I'm like, it's Blue Eyes, but it's my way. The extra deck, 1 Magia, 1 Ultimate, 1 Tyrant, 1 Ether Barrel. I mean, I really don't talk that much, and in person it's different. Video recording is very different, so yeah, I feel like I'm talking to myself when I don't want to talk, but nobody's gonna watch a video of just putting down cards. 2 spirits, 1 ultimate spirit, because you could go full combo with whether it's Primite or just the Blue Eye stuff by itself. You can end up with 2 spirits and Magia, and then 1 will tag out onto this, 1 will tag into Crimson, Crimson's will tag into Cypher, and I've always had a starters card kind of, and this is a starters evolved card, and the way to cheat out. Also protects everything. Transcending Swords, like I said, the YouTuber that commented, this is a great card because it cannot be destroyed by battle, and it's 3600, and then you can make it with the level 8 vanilla tuner to just synchro this offhand. Like what I was doing was bringing out the vanilla to make the spell and the trap live, and then when it's my turn, I would synchro, and then you can go from there, or you can use Barrel's effect to dump another vanilla, so that way he comes to hand and you can just bring him to the field, get another Lordy Load, to search another trap so you can make your drill beam live. But then when you summon it, since you got so much extra resources, then you can synchro into whatever you want. And then on the end of the turn, you can just bring out another vanilla, so that way Scream is live, but drill beam will always be live. But also, when this card is destroyed by card effect, you can put one vanilla monster back into your deck to special summon it from the graveyard, and then he becomes basically a towers, where since he special summoned himself and he protects dinos, once he comes back to the field, he cannot be targeted by card effects or destroyed by card effects, and I forgot the other thing he does. Cannot be destroyed by battle, point blank. Dinosaur monsters you control that were special summoned from the graveyard cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target them with card effects. If this card is destroyed, you can shuffle one vanilla monster in your graveyard to special summon it to the field. And you can only use each of its effects once per turn, but that's fine. So once he comes back by just shuffling back a vanilla, which is basically the tuner that you use to bring him out, he can be targeted, destroyed by card effect, or by battle, and he's just sitting pretty. And then if you're playing Seal of Ariconcos, like I said, I like playing and trolling sometimes, and it's just funny because I'm forcing out that effect when I play Seal, because Seal destroys all face-up special summon monsters. He will bring himself back, and then he'll be 41 with the boost from Seal, and then he'll get all of his effects live. And then since he can't be targeted, there's a lot of decks that cannot target. Like, they have to target to do something, and he can't be targeted. So it's like, it's just broken playing it with Seal. The other level 6 one I was using to bring out this card, I can never say his name right, but since it, like, my whole premise of my thought process was, since Barrel banishes and the blue eye stuff banish from graveyard to do stuff, why not set up something that would just be extra annoying and extra banishing just to go off. And this card is annoying by itself because it can protect itself by banishing, and then you can banish something on their graveyard and in their field. So once you bring this out with the level 6 tuner and the Primite, then anything you're banishing, whether you're banishing their summoning to negate their summoning, then you can banish something else on the field and in the graveyard. When you banish something with a drill beam, its effect becomes live to banish something on the field and graveyard. You banish wishes, you banish, and so on and so on. The whole premise is to banish stuff for your opponent to negate and stuff, and then this is just getting rid of other stuff and becoming super bulky. So this is their idea to bracket up behind, and this is just something new and different to play that I don't have to play what everybody else is doing. 1 Indigo, 2 Spirits, and Heavenly Seals. And like I said, these are not just tuners, they're also dragons that can just come out for free, and then you boost stuff and go from there. So it's like the potential and it's just so much potential, and I'm exploring that now that other people aren't playing Blue Eyes at all. Really, me being an actual Blue Eyes player, I can enjoy the deck my way and still find ways to just play against the meta and counteract from there. Side deck, like I said, I'm actually playing Seals. You can take out the other card. You can take out Secret Village. It's also funny when you play this and you went full combo. Cypher will protect everything from being destroyed by card effects, and then if you have the dragon, it's like, basically it's just funny in my head to see Seal of Ariconcos on Blue Eyes card, on Magia, and I still have my full board for negates, and then putting this on top, seeing my opponent's face just cringe was hilarious and funny as hell. I'm like, oh, we play for souls over here. And playing it with a non-meta deck is just funny, and I just wanted to. Playing with my homegirl Lilith, and she was like, oh, I want to play Harpies, and I remember Harpies being played with Seal of Ariconcos in the anime, so I was like, it made me just want to do something with it, and it's just funny. Also playing this with the horror stuff in a similar way, and the horror stuff are protected from the King's Arc from being non-targeting destroyed. So then all of them just having it, to me it's fun. So another level 2 Galaxy Serpent, you can use this to go into Cypher. There's times I did have this in, and you use this with Blue Eyes to go into the level 10, or you can use it to go into Chingy. Chaos Angel. In my Horus Primite build, I use this since it's a level 2 tuner, and it's searchable off of Primite, the Primite Lordy Load. You can use it with M SETI to get Chaos Angel's full effect, and I'm loving that build. I'm waiting for cards to come in the mail because I hate sharing cards with index, but I am waiting to play with that Primite Horus more than anything. The third Purge, Red Eyes. This is good because you can banish even if you have full combo, you can just banish the Link 1, bring this out, use it to bring out Blue Eyes, and instead of the Spirit Link 1 going to the graveyard to bring out Blue Eyes, now you have a 28 hitter that can just special summon Blue Eyes from there and keep going from there. Basically having a lot of power, even if you're under Silvari Conkos, you have enough power point blank, and sometimes they can't get over that. Joel, 1 Poly, 1 Jet, 1 Blue Eyes, Abyss Dragon. I'm like, these weren't needed. I still wanted them there just in case, but for a full combo, you only need bare minimum for Magia when it comes to Kaiba Man and the Primite stuff, or going off a Sage by himself. And 3 Solemns if you want. Once I won all my dice rolls, so going first and they couldn't play, going second, then you can side this and going third, and just 2 stones, which I never put in. They're more for when I play my friend to lower the deck ceilings just to have fun, and I love playing with her. So I can show you the combo of what I was talking about. Oh, and there was one duel. I just sat on 2 of these, and I had this in the grave. They kept getting rid of my Primite stuff, and I managed to get 2 Blue Eyes. And this was in hand. So I had the field card. So I used the field card to pump him to 38, but he's also popped up by 300 for each of these. These do stack. So being that I had 1 vanilla in graveyard, he was 36, and he was up to 42. But that wasn't enough for game, so then I used Lordy Lode's effect to special summon Gemini Elf, and it's a spellcaster. So I'm like, I just need a little bit more power, and this brings out in defense mode. So I know it doesn't get his effect, but I sent this to the graveyard for the Link 1 monster. So now that this is in graveyard, these also boost further, so they each got 600. So that's 12 total. So he was 42 and he was 5,000 off of just having 2 more different vanillas in graveyard. And then that helped me just push for a game. He had nothing, because all the stuff he had was to target something on the field, negate it, and banish, or negate point blank. But they're vanillas, so he had nothing. So that was funny, 1 duel. Like I said, going full combo, especially if you have wishes. Load. And Prime. This will be full combo for everything to be live and going into Magia, and I love having Magia. It's like, why go through all the work of me getting it to not have it, to use it? So it's like, I will go Prime, since it sets, I will use it to set the trap screen. Then I will play Lordy Load. To search out Drill Beam. And most of the times I did see this was also in my hand. This was in my hand, so I'll use this to search out the spell card, and then you can end up on a floodgate off of that. So it's like it was just crazy seeing this often. And then you use wishes to discard drill beam, and you would search out ultimate fusion and Kaiba Man. Everything depends on what's in your hand. Then you use Barrel's effect. Not use his effect. You use him to link to the link 1. Use the link 1's effect to get the field card. Then play said field card. And there was people, I guess they forgot, or I don't know what the hell it was. I was like, and I normal summon. They were like, you already used your normal summon. I'm like, the field card gives me a normal summon. Like, some of them said, oh yeah, and it's like, some was like, huh? They had to read the card. I'm like, where have you been when Blue Eyes was running everywhere? Like, you should know this. I want to say point blank. So then I used him, you know, reveal 3 Blue Eyes, special summon 1. And I like doing this because this is the 4th summon. So you're under Nibiru. So even if you get Nibiru going forward, you can still summon Magia. Then it's like banish the wishes. Equip ultimate to Blue Eyes. That's over here just in case you can't see. And then you would synchro. Now, depending on if you use Maiden to get wishes, which is way better, you can end up on 2 synchros, but this is just 1. So then it's like you use the link 1, special summon Blue Eyes, issue special summon Blue Eyes, use its graveyard effect to banish. See, everything banishes. So it's like that's the premise of the strategy. Get Chaos. Then you're gonna play Ultimate Fusion, putting back Ultimate and everything, and bring out this. Oh, I didn't show it, but after at the beginning, when this is on the field, you reset Drill Beam. I forgot in this tutorial, but just remember that. And I did forget it once, and I still continued. And I still had a second Drill Beam in hand anyways. But don't make the little mistakes. So then, at this point, this is your field, doing it correctly. You got 3 negates, 1 negate. You can play the field card to replace this one. So now you got Secret Village on the field. You have Blue Eyes, 3 negates, 1 negate. These are your face downs. So that would be a negate summon or special summon negate. Negate whatever. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you get all 3 of them off. But then you use Lordy Load's effect to special out Gemini Elf. And then this is basically your field. So since she's a spellcaster, they can't play spells, which most decks you need your spell cards to go off. Especially when I played that new fusion deck, he had mostly spell cards, so he couldn't do nothing. And then that's a floodgate for they can't play spells. You got a trap negate and a monster negate on top of a spell, but they can't play it. This can tag out and get any negate. So like doing all this stuff, just playing differently, is like the deck just does so many things. Even just Lordy Load by itself, I'm showing potential stuff. Whether it's that. I'm bringing out the stuff for it. That's so it's like off of just this by itself, you use this effect. Let's say you get ether barrel, then you use that to set this. It's the negate, and this is the generic stuff people were doing, but you can do so much more because you can play Lordy Load. Whether you're playing Blue Eyes, you can bring out a Blue Eyes, you can go from there. But even without Blue Eyes, it's like by itself, you can bring out a level 4, and the level 4, where is it? It's somewhere, I can't find it, but there's a level 4 fairy card that's a tuner. So even off of this, you have so much potential because you can link these away because you're not stuck into anything. Like, you're not restricted. So you can link these away for a link 2. You can link this away for a link 1 and then go SP Little Knight. Like, you can use this to go into the dragon and then SP Little Knight if you wanted to. You can use the tuner that's level 4, synchro for a level 8. You can fusion summon with the fusion card. You can exceed summon. You can put in the level 4, the level 6, the level 8. They're both dragons, so you can go in Heavenly Sphere if you wanted to. You can synchro for 12, synchro for 10. There's a level 2 one. Galaxy Eyes, also a dragon. In the Horus build, you can go to Horus, sit on that, use this to set something in the graveyard, and even if you just went this, and set Drill Beam, Drill Beam wouldn't be live because you sent this and a vanilla to graveyard. But when you bring out Galaxy number 90, Galaxy number 90 has an effect on your opponent's turn. You can search for a Galaxy or a Photon card and add it to hand or attach it. So off of its own effect, you can add this to hand, which will make your Drill Beam live, and then you have the monster negate and any negate that's on the field. And sometimes they just can't play through stuff, and I'm loving it with the horror stuff because you can just do different things. But this also adds a level 2. So with the level 4, the level 2, 8, 6, you can synchro for, I love math, which is the bigger thing that I'm getting a happiness from this, is the math behind it. So like 4 and 2 is 6, 4 and 4 is 8, 4 and 6 is 10, 4 and 8 is 12. You can link summon, you can fusion summon, you can exceed summon. It has so much potential if you just think outside the box and you want to do different things. I don't like doing the same boring thing I've been doing. I want to say it's been successful and it works my way, but I definitely don't like doing what everyone else is doing. And then like there's just this when it has so much more potential and nobody's playing it. And then when you have all of these in the graveyard in any capacity, and you just bring out one of the vanillas, because you can bring them back from the graveyard, this gets powered up for each other vanilla in the graveyard, and so does Primite. He also gets powered up for each vanilla that's in the graveyard, and when these stack, they get the increase from each of them. So there's one point I had him at like 5,000, he'll be like 5,000 plus, and I'm like, they're just off of just the Primite stuff that's just gonna keep destroy, keeps coming back, come back. Use this, coming back into attack mode, synchro summon. You can do so much more with this, but this is my 5th place Primite build with Blue Eyes. But I am gonna be still playing with it and everything, but I'm dying for my horror stuff to come in the mail. I have all the horror stuff. I'm getting more of the dragon, and I don't like sharing cards, so I'm waiting to get the Primite stuff coming out of the Megaton for the horror stuff, so I can basically have 2 different versions of the deck. But I'm big on play what you love what you play, and hope everybody's doing good. Much love and wish you the best.